Now, yes, before you start jumping on me about the fact that I'm supposed to see the original Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movie before seeing this one, there was a lot on my plate that I had to get done beforehand. That's beside the point. But for now, let's review this puppy. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Gal Gadot's next superheroine adventure, Wonder Woman 1984. And no, this movie was obviously not made back in 1984. Duh. It's about Diana Prince, played by Gal Gadot herself, who lives quietly among mortals in the vibrant, sleek 1980s, an era of excess driven by the pursuit of having it all. Though she comes into her full power, she maintains a low profile by curating artifacts and only performing heroic acts incognito. But soon, Diana will have to muster all of her strength, wisdom, and courage as she finds herself squaring off against Maxwell Lord, played by the Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, and the Cheetah, played by Roughnut from How to Train Your Dragon, Kristen Wiig, a villainess who possesses superhuman strength and agility. Now, let me just get this statement off my chest before I begin. The whole feminine agenda issue thing that the people have been talking about being as a negative in this movie, I mean, I haven't been around during the 1980s, of course, but I don't consider it a negative that brings the movie down. I consider it a negative that's being addressed by the film itself. Not necessary to discuss in the moment. For now, let's begin with the review. Now, if you want me to start out negative, I only have one bad thing that I will spew out, but it's only a nitpick, because the rest of the film, in my opinion, was amazing. But the one minor issue that I will address in this film is the sexual tension between both Kristen Wiig and Pedro Pascal's characters. That's it. The rest was action-packed and awesome! The CGI, as well as the film's use of visual and practical effects, were handled really well. When it comes to the action sequences, especially with the camera movements and high quality cinematography, it gets edge of your seat exciting. There are moments scattered throughout this whole movie where Wonder Woman springs into action, beats up military tanks, and fights typical burglars and robbers. But when it comes to fighting both the Cheetah and Maxwell Lord in this movie, it gets intense and extremely emotionally personal. No spoilers, but the movie's use of heavy dramatic elements in this film was very effective and very well executed. I was on the edge of my seat during the whole final climactic showdown for a good few minutes straight. Great job to both Warner Brothers and DC Comics for your hard work, especially during those uncomfortable, unprecedented times we're all living in right now. Keep up the awesome work, guys. But this movie is not just dramatic and emotional all the time. There are some comedic moments in this movie that lighten the mood in a few scenes. But when it comes to the character development, it works. They don't just feel cut and dry with the comedic jokes. They're not considered as cliches in the film. They lighten the intensity and emotion to keep us not only entertained, but engaged with the characters and learn about what struggles they have to go through. Kudos to director Patty Jenkins for coaching her actors and actresses and keeping us engaged throughout the whole movie. Let's see how well you'll do in the future. The story in this movie feels like something out of a comic book, but in a good way. We're introduced to the Cheetah in this movie. That's something to see. I first knew of her when I was playing Lego Batman 3 on my PS4. Check out that review if you want. But still, that was really cool to see. But that's not all the movie focuses on. The lesson and moral message behind this movie is don't be deceived by lies and temptation. The truth is what matters. And as a Christian, I love that about this movie. I don't mean to put up Bible verses in this review, since most of you non-Christians out there don't even believe in that kind of stuff for some odd reason. But screw it, I'm doing it anyway. I remember a verse in the Bible that displays all about lies and temptation. John 8:32 says in the New International Version, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." And James 1:15-18 says, "Then after desire is conceived, it has given birth to sin. And sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. Don't be deceived, my good brothers and sisters. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down by the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all he created. Man, what a verse. But that's what this movie teaches viewers out there, the error of our ways. So in that sense, props to Warner Brothers for bringing life to this story. Great job. Overall, guys, in the end, say what you will about this movie, but I thought Wonder Woman 1984 was awesome. Sure, not one of the most groundbreaking movies of all time, I wouldn't go that far, but a fun, worthy addition to the DC superheroes lineup. Action-packed, great story, memorable characters, visually stunning, and emotionally intense. In short, it was amazing. And as a result, I rate Wonder Woman 1984 a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Call me whatever you want to call me. A fanboy, a typical lover of everything I like, a nerd, a dweeb, a dork, whatever. I had fun with this movie. My opinion, not yours. Move on. So Wonder Woman 1984, have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Answers down below, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions of movies, TV show episodes, and trailers. I'll put a link to that below in the description as well so you can download the app for yourself. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.